how an atom really looks like. And I don't mean the misinformed depiction in our science textbooks, how it visually looks like and how it interacts with our environment, and what does this all really mean. Hi, my name is Joanna. I'm a hypnotherapist, medium, and a quantum channeler. And in this video, I will dive deep and invite you to take a journey with me into my world and my own otherworldly experiences. So get comfy, grab a beverage, and hold on to your, well, anything from falling off, because what you're going to hear might just blow your mind as it did for me. It all started with a very pivotal date for me, a date that was marked by the ancients as one of the most powerful days in womankind, predicted thousands of years ago. And that date was 12th of December 2012. There was a shift in consciousness. Now, I heard about this prophecy, but I didn't really take much into account with it. I mean, I recall being just a healthy skeptic. That's what I am. All for a good reason. I'm the kind of person who believes it if I see it. Sure, give me the proof and then I'll believe it. So on that day, I didn't have any plans, just relaxing at home. It was the weekend. And something I didn't expect at all happened for me. At about 10:19 p.m. or so, Danish time zone, a frequency went into both of my ears, as if someone was holding tuning forks right next to them, both ears, and my whole head just vibrated, and it didn't hurt. This lasted for about a few minutes. Then it stopped, and a green orb was floating around my room. I thought, wow, what the heck was that? Like, geez, super weird. Then I tried to find where the sound came from. Even asked people around where I lived, checking if there was any parties or any gongs playing. And there was nada, nothing. Very quiet area that I live in. I even checked the news and the media the next day if there was like some big Mayan, revelation. And again, nothing. So I thought, okay, super weird experience. So I just kind of went about my life. And about 6 months later or so, just one day out of the blue, and noticed after months, I also started to see particles of atoms in the background. I've never heard anybody say that they saw particle of atoms. So how can I possibly be seeing particle of atoms? It must be like dust or something else. So I took another few months to debunk that, and I couldn't. So they're photonic, and all matter is photonic at core, meaning light. It's like looking at a mini firework made of light, but when it explodes, and that happens, the particles of atoms go outward and inward and crossing each other, but never touch. This occurs every second. I'll add in an image, a diagram with this. Now, every second this happens, and at the center, there's an invisible nucleus holding it all together. So, with every second is creation, and thus the particles of atoms are all around us, firing off everywhere. Now, what I was told by the years of the channeling and trying to figure this out is that every thought is creation. Every feeling, every emotion is like a magnet to this energy and being fired off into the ethers of our own creations. And every thought, vibration is feeding into what grows in our reality. Now, in my channeling, I was told that we have destiny and free will. So we have destined points, what we signed up here for. How they show up depends on how we think, feel, and thus vibrate. The free will part is in between our chosen timelines. We choose how it would look, feel, thus the projection of our reality from our state of how we feel, believe, and act towards it. Now, we are all gods. I'm God, you're God. We're all creating our own world within our world. Like Shakespeare said, we're merely actors in a stage playing our parts. You are the main character, and the version of me that you're seeing, hearing, is the version that is aligned with you in your own being, because we are multi-dimensional beings, meaning all the versions of you and me and everybody exist. The ones you see are the ones, as they say, are in your vibe, your frequency, what you believe, because your thoughts create the version of that frequency that you focus on, your frequency. And in this creation, there is no blame that you're in a lower or higher frequency, because it's all a learning curve and the contrast to our experiences. So if you haven't fallen off your chair yet, or whatever you're sitting on, that's a good sign. So let's continue. can you recall how they showed an atom in your science textbook when you're in school? Now, what I now call the misinformed depiction of how it looks like, the nucleus in the middle and the loops that go around it when they were crisscrossing in the image from left to right, that's not how it looks like. So I made this channel to talk about the otherworldly experiences. I will include a photo of it. I have how I see the world and the channel messages that I have received. So, on that note, if your head isn't spinning yet, that's a really, really good sign. And I want to thank you for sticking around and listening to my otherworldly experiences that even blew my own mind. It still does. So, if you enjoyed listening to this video, I have plenty of topics, experiences, and so much other really cool stuff that I want to share with you. It'll be as equally mind-blowing as it was for me as well. So share, like, and subscribe to this channel, as I appreciate your time, and in doing so, it helps the algorithm so it could be heard by viewers like you. Stay open-minded and explore this world.